Let's start over. Good morning. Had a great rest at the 501 shelter. I slept on the top bunk. All the bottom bunks were taken. I was really worried about mice, but not one mouse. So today, I'm going kind of slow right now because the rocks in Pennsylvania, that is the trail. It is all a bunch of little rocks. They kind of hurt your feet. So, looking at it, yeah, I'm gonna have to just stop and talk. It's close to the road, so you can hear some road noise. I got out about 6:45. And yeah, going about maybe 15 miles, maybe further, trying to get in. Then shelter, there's a shelter at 15 miles, and I kind of want to do more than 15, but it all depends on this terrain and how fast I can do it. So, we'll bring you along. Here we go. It's gonna be a great day. Came across a view today. Look at that. Pennsylvania in all its beauty. It's a cloudy day, but it has been wonderful hiking weather. So yeah, look at those hills. So pretty. Just hiked a couple of great miles with a wonderful hiker named Second Step. Now, Second Step started in Harper's Ferry in March and went south, and then he flipped back up to Harper's Ferry, and he's now going north with us. He came into the shelter last night, and I make sure I introduce myself to everybody in a shelter. Like to know everybody. So anyway, he chitty-chatted a little bit and got to know him. Hiking along, he came up behind me, and we spent about half an hour, maybe an hour, hiking together, maybe half an hour, and just talking. And he reminded me to hike my hike. He doesn't know this. That I'm here for me, and to make sure that I'm happy, and to hike my hike, and just keep going north with a good attitude and in the time that I need to do it. And I really enjoyed hiking with him, and I truly hope our paths cross again, because he's a good one. He's a good one to hike with. He's got a good vibe. And another thing he reminded me of is don't pass the views, even if it's a little window. Appreciate every view you get. So, here's to appreciating every view. Here we are, coming up on 1,200 miles. 1,200, baby. 1,200. Another great viewpoint. You just can't get enough of these. I love seeing the views. So pretty today. I like the clouds even. Got some moody clouds. Temperatures are, like I said before, just wonderful. Nice and cool. Perfect for hiking. Golly, it's so pretty. just pretty. We're coming up on a memorial. 1755, site of Fort Dietrich Snyder, a lookout post to warn of the approach of enemies in the French and Indian Wars. Wow. The historical site of Berks County, 1915, relocated in 1946. Very cool. So I'm hiking along today, and I got to the shelter at 2 o'clock, 15 miles. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to keep going. So I've been talking with Grateful along the day. She's kind of my, bounce ideas off of what I'm going to do for the day. And there is rumor has it that the caretaker of the Eckville shelter will slack pack you if you're there at 7 a.m. at the Backpackers Pavilion in Port Clinton. So I've decided to push to Port Clinton. It's 8 miles from that shelter, so it'll be like a 23-mile day. Not a marathon. I don't think I'll ever end up doing a marathon, but it will be about 23 miles. A lot of it's downhill. I don't know. Going into towns can always be questionable because a lot of times there's rock steps, and I hate rock steps. And it was nice and cool this morning, but I don't know if you can see. It looks cloudy. There's blue sky. Blue sky, and it's sunny. So the humidity's come up, which is always a factor. So I gotta make sure I keep taking my electrolytes, and we'll see what we do. If it's a little sketch, I may reevaluate, call the troops, and see what my next step is. We'll let you know. Hopefully, this is the last boulder field of the day. Fingers crossed. Haven't had a view since this morning, so here is the Auburn Overlook. Looking good. Maybe this is my last boulder field. Maybe. Okay, so I just got water. We're coming into the hiker pavilion area. There is tents over here. They have a porta potty. There's a small pavilion here. Oh, we've got more hikers that have come in. And coming over here, there's the hiker pavilion. We don't stay in it because there's a bunch of swallows there, but people put clothes up there and all that. So there's tables there. It's a nice place to hang out. It's covered. But yeah, so it's kind of like a homeless camp over here, which is pretty much what we are, a bunch of homeless people.